and we will bring him back on the air. Hi, Michael. Welcome back. We were talking about bump stocks, first of all. Let's talk about that, because isn't that subject to a federal ban?
It's already taken care of. Uncle Sam's already done what they've decided to do, and it'll be enforced, I assume, through ATF. So there's really not much to talk about there.
Right. So what is Josh Mandelbaum from the City Council doing? Is he just saying, "Hey, look at me"?
Yes, they could be. I mean, well, here's the deal. I mean, I was prepared going into the talk with you this afternoon to be politically correct, if you will, or be kind of less snarky than ordinary. But I got to tell you, the more I've thought about it, I'm just going to give it to you really straight. You and your listeners can handle it. It's going to be fine.
Okay. No, I'm absolutely good.
Okay. Basically, what the City Council is saying in Des Moines is we understand that these things have been banned on, some of these things have been banned on a federal level. And even if we didn't understand that, Section Senate 724.28 has been put in Iowa Code specifically saying that political subdivisions, and the city is certainly one of those, are not able to enforce something more restrictive than ordinary Iowa law.
Right.
They're not allowed.
Right.
It's plain and simple. It's easy to interpret. So
signed by Governor Terry Branstad, April 13th, 2017.
A long time ago. So what I'm trying to put across to you is this leaves two possibilities and two only. Either A, they are inept and they can't read Iowa code, and I know that they know that that's the code because we've sent it to them at Iowa Firearms Coalition, and they're supposed to be fully aware of that. So either they have read the code, or they haven't read the code and they're inept, or B, they've read it and said, the heck with it, we're going to be lawless. So basically the Des Moines City Council at this point, in my opinion, is basically saying we're either inept and we can't do our job, or we don't care about your rights and we're going to go ahead and trample them because we're lawless.
So they're
I don't
ignoring.
really care for either one of those.
Right, so they're ignoring two things. I mean, first of all, as I say, the rights or wrongs of bump stocks, that's not what we're here to discuss. They are banned at a federal level. So Des Moines needs to take no action whatsoever on bump stocks because they are banned at a federal level. And what's quite disturbing is that the news reporting in Des Moines about this particular situation makes no mention of that whatsoever. So they're like, well, yay! And the second thing is they don't want a magazine with more than 10 rounds in it, and that is where they fall foul, as you rightly point out, because it won't come as a surprise to you that I know Iowa Code. House File 517 prevents them from doing anything.
That's right. That's right. So again, they're either inept or they're saying we don't care, we're quite willing to be lawless. And I don't like either one of those things, and nobody in the city of Des Moines should like that. Regardless of this issue, if you break this down, we're saying we either can't do our job or we know what our job is and we're not going to do it. And so if you subtract the issue, what we're really saying is the city council is completely out of control. And that is not appropriate for people in Des Moines or anybody that passes through. Because let's examine this a little bit, and let's say that they move ahead with some sort of ban. Are they going to carve out special dispensations for law enforcement? I mean, ATF, FBI, DEA, ICE, all these guys are downtown. You're going to make those guys switch to low-cap mags? The Des Moines PD, I mean, what about Polk County? What about every law enforcement officer that comes in the community and out for their official capacities? What else? What about that? What about if they're off duty? Or maybe is this just going to be for residents? Or are they just going to trample the people that pay all those ungodly taxes? Or are they going to, is this for everybody? And then, is there going to be grandfathering involved? Do people like you and I, or let's, I don't remember if you live in Des Moines, Des Moines proper or not, but let's say that you do. Are you going to get grandfathered on the things you own now? And how are they going to tell the difference between what you own now and what you own after the ordinances?
Well, wait a minute. I live in West Des Moines. What happens when I drive into Des Moines?
Oh, I assume you'll be a felon, depending on how they set it up. I don't know, but you see what I'm saying. So
you'll bail me out, though, right,
really
Michael?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. At least I got someone to call.
I'll demonstrate there in the streets. I mean, you're not going to.
I prefer bailing me out. Yeah, I prefer the bailing me out part. You know, you can demonstrate afterwards.
So how are they going to enforce it?
Right.
That's what I want to. That's what I know. How are they going to enforce it?
Right. So they're going to go. You know, they're going to go ahead and do it because they're doing this for the attention. So what will happen after that? Well,
basically, what they're doing is they're saying again. we're lawless. We don't care about what's going to happen. So what they're going to do is they're going to force the legislature to act again. And my hope is that the legislature decides to act again, and they put some teeth in it. And they force the legislature, instead of saying you can't do this and you can't do this because we're elected by the populace, the overall populace, and we're accountable to more people, which is the way government's supposed to work. They're going to start saying things. Maybe they'll put some teeth in it and say something like, if you defy this section of preemption, you can ante up $25,000, and anybody that can file suit can raise their hand and take you to court and get it. They're going to force laws like this. This has been done in other portions of the country on other things. I'm just surmising what can be done. But if they really, literally, will not follow the law, and they're going to do literally whatever it is they want, there are going to be consequences for that, and I hope that they've got deep pockets. I'm
always somebody who likes to follow the money, and I'm just wondering if any of these people who are pushing this on the council have any financial interest in the manufacture of low-capacity magazines.
I have no idea.
No, me neither. And they may not. But I'm just saying, might be worth looking at.
That assumes that they were bright enough to be ahead of the game, and I'm not convinced when they say and do stupid things like this that they are.
It's really.
Really quite remarkable. I really wanted to avoid getting down this deep, but honestly, I go back to the first thing that we talked about. They're either inept at their job, they can't do their job, or they're telling you they're lawless. Either one of those is a bad path.
It really is.
Somebody in office that's going to say, yeah, I'm going to choose between these two or maybe both.
Yep.
No, you don't want those people in office. Get them out.
Yep. According to TV13, WHO TV, quote, this is City Council member Josh Mandelbaum, the only reason someone has something like a high-capacity clip or a trigger activator, most common of which would be a bump stock, is to do as much damage to as many people as quickly as possible. So basically, if you have a high-capacity magazine, according to Josh Mandelbaum, you want to kill people. That's the only reason you have it.
I don't know this Mandelbaum person, but I think we could quantify that his yap has done more damage than my gun.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, that's really amazing. Look at what he just said to the thousands, if not tens of thousands, of law-abiding citizens in the state of Iowa. Look what he just said. The only reason, so he's now talking, by the way, I have one, Josh. The only reason I have a higher capacity magazine is my desire to kill other human beings.
That's exactly right. And the bad part about this is they can't understand why you and I carry to begin with. And the reason that we carry is something that apparently they're able to ignore or evade, and it's simple. You and I love life. We know that there's inherent sanctity in life and that it's sacred. And you and I are saying not only will we protect ourselves in a responsible fashion, we may, when given the opportunity or the chance, protect others. So we carry to save life, to spare life, because we know all of it is good. Not on the scale that they say that they like, or a qualitative scale based on defect or whatever else. We know all life is sacred, and we say that we're going to vow to protect it. We raise our hands and get put on a government list. We go out and take training and pay for it out of our pockets so that we can carry, so that we can spare life. And he'll sit there in his chair and tell us all we're murderers waiting to happen. You should be sorely offended at that, and so should everybody in the sound of this, within the sound of this broadcast or podcast.
Absolutely, no question. Michael Ware from the Iowa Firearms Coalition. We're always grateful when you come on. You'll keep us informed about what's going to happen next with these people,
yes,
because I'm deeply offended by this. I have never pointed a firearm here in the great state of Iowa at another human being ever. Because the only reason I would do that would be if I intended to pull the trigger.
Agreed.
And the only reason I would do that would be to protect somebody, right? Because responsible gun owners never point a firearm at another human being unless they intend to use it to protect life. And so to hear that from a member of the city council is truly disgusting. And if he's listening, which I know he does sometimes, he's been in his studio, you come in and you say that to my face, buddy, and we'll have a conversation. Michael, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You have a great rest of the day, sir.
Bye, Simon. Thank you.
Take care. What'd you make of that? We are across the great state of Iowa.